Hey, what's going on, everybody? Hope you're doing well today. Texas Redleg here. Wanted to do a video on a little topic that I think I've touched on a couple times in the past, but act of actually establishing counter surveillance, an attitude, of situational awareness, risk management, risk assessment, and generally knowing what's going on around you at all times. It's sort of a lifestyle and a programming of your own attitude in your daily life. Those that have been in law enforcement and various roles know about conducting surveillance and counter surveillance. But as far as counter surveillance goes, basically what I'm talking about is watching out for people that may be watching you. Kind of goes along with situational awareness, risk management, assessing your risks, knowing what's going on around you, what could happen, what's likely to happen. Again, this is not to make people paranoid. This is to empower people. And once you get control of that and you practice it daily in your routines, it'll become just a habit for you to do that. And it can keep you out of a jam big time. So one of the things that I like to tell people is just to keep an eye on everybody around you. You don't have to be, popping around like some tweaker or whatever, but you need to know, that this guy over here is looking at you. Look back at him. See what's going on. Check somebody else out. Keep your head up. Don't put your head down and close your eyes and pretend that nothing's going on. Be deliberate and look back at folks and check them out. You don't have to keep on them for 30 seconds, but sometimes we need to let people know that, we're keeping an eye on you too, so don't be trying anything funny. Breathe and focus. We don't want to take chances, and we don't want, counter surveillance to control our lives. But I think once you become used to that posture, it's actually, empowering and keeps you and your family out of trouble and safer. But don't take unnecessary chances. If you do need to do something or go somewhere, review the situation. Write it down. Say, what are the pros and cons about going out of town this weekend? Is it a place that we're going to be safe? Is it not safe? Is there trouble along the way? Are there different routes, secondary routes, tertiary routes that we can take to get there safer? Should we even be going? You got to weigh those things. Weigh the pros and the cons. But anyway, breathe and focus. Don't let this overpower you psychologically or control your life. But every once in a while, everybody gets busy. We get in a hurry. We're at the store. We're digging through our basket, or women are digging through their purses, or whatever the case may be, or a backpack, whatever the case may be. It's easy to lose focus, and get overwhelmed. But today, it's pretty risky to do that with the unemployment out there, and it's likely to increase with the deterioration of society. Crime is going to go up, and it already is. It's going to get worse. So these are things that you can do to counter, that, and at least be safer in your situation. So again, don't get so busy in what you're doing in the moment and lose control of your situation or your surroundings. We can't control when our incident's going to occur. We can only control our reaction to it and the fight or flight method, or using intuition. Something up ahead doesn't look right. I'm going to take a right here. I'm not going to get bottlenecked up in that, or ambushed, or roadblocked, or whatever the case may be. So use your intuition, and use your common sense and your best judgment. Now that's what a lot of this is just common sense and judgment. But you got to be involved, and you got to make good decisions to get to that point and get yourself out of a situation or avoid a situation altogether. One good example of that is intersections. We a lot of us get in intersections, or we get bumper to bumper traffic, and you guys want to tailgate and get up on the vehicle right in front of you. So you're at a stoplight. If something happens, there's nowhere you can go in that vehicle. And I've always been of the opinion of leaving at least one car length, if not two car lengths, in front, between me and the front car and vehicle in front of me. Because people may tailgate you and get up on your bumper, but you can make a move if something goes down, at least some kind of move. So be aware of that at intersections, at a stoplight or a stop sign or a traffic jam or whatever, a wreck. Leave yourself an out. A lot of people like to get in the left-hand lane and go slow and all that. You know what? People need to get a grip on that. That's insane. That'll get you killed around here. But use that right-hand lane, if you're on a trip on the highway or something. Give yourself, if you can get on the shoulder or something. Again, you want to leave yourself an out one way or the other. Okay, you always want to leave yourself an out. So leave those spaces between vehicles. Be aware of your surroundings. You're checking your mirrors all the time. That's just good, safe driving, number one. But again, you leave yourself an option to go left or right if you can, and always have a bailout plan if things go tits up. Parking lots, try to park under lights. Try to park around, some other people. Try not to get, isolated or behind a group of trees or anything like that, or dumpsters or something. You want to sort of be visible to people and not in the shadows where somebody can, jump you or overpower you, grab you, whatever. You don't want to get boxed in. So that's a big one I see, is that, people just park in the closest spot they can, and, it's bumper to bumper. There's one spot out of 40, and they pick that one spot, and, there's no room to get out either way. So that's another one that I see a lot. With your parking spaces, it's always better and safer to back into them. So I'm the type of person, I typically like to have, maybe the median or the grass behind me. Like I back into a spot and there's nothing behind me except maybe a curb. I don't like to back in to where somebody can box me in from behind and the front. I like to have, that again, mobility to make a decision. If somebody's boxing me in the front, I'll throw the thing in reverse and hop the curb and get the hell out of there if I have to, or I'll run them over in the front side. But again, think about it. Try not to get yourself boxed in. It's a huge error that a lot of people make, that I see a lot. But backing into your spaces is safer, and it's also, usually a lot, you're more deliberate in getting out of a parked space if something goes bad. Pulling out straight ahead is a lot faster than backing out, that's for sure. So think about backing into your parking spots and getting in the habit of doing that. I do it all the time. Very, very seldom do I park head first into a parking space. Another area that I want to discuss is garages. So let's take your home garage, your garage at home, your 2-car garage or 1-car garage. You got a garage door opener. So you come out in your vehicle in the morning and you get ready to go to work. Well, a lot of people want to just hit that garage door opener on the wall, go ahead and open the garage. When you're not in your vehicle yet, you can get jumped easy inside your garage. All somebody's got to do is wait outside around the corner. As soon as they see the garage door go up, they're in. You're not in your vehicle, you're not protected. There's nothing much you can do if they want to hurt you. So be aware of that. Again, CounterSurveillance, knowing what's going on. To counter that, a good idea would be for you to get in your car before you open the garage door, get in the vehicle, put your seatbelt on, lock the car door, and then use your button to open the garage door. That way, at least you're protected inside your vehicle. And then you back out, or pull out, and you're safe. At least you're inside a hunk of metal that can protect you somewhat. Nobody can just grab you. And I think a lot of people should get in the habit of doing that, especially single women or women that are in a hurry, that aren't paying attention. It's just a good, safe habit to be in. Get in that vehicle first, lock the door, then pull out, and then shut your garage door on the way, as you're out on the driveway. Same thing coming home. You're in your car, you're safe. Hit the garage door opener, pull inside. Once you're parked, hit the button again. Sit there till the garage door's down, then get out. Again, you can get jammed up either way, coming or going. So I think these habits are good to have and good to form because it's just going to keep you and your family safer. But again, you have to practice it. You have to, have it a part of your daily routine or it won't stick. So again, practice situational awareness. Know what's going on around you. Don't take unnecessary chances. Breathe and focus. Breathe. Don't get so busy that you're losing control of your situation and what's going on around you. You got to be able to protect yourself and your property and your family at all times. And if you get, frazzled or whatever and occupied mentally, you're not at the top of your game to protect yourself. And that's something everybody needs to get better at. And I find myself doing the same thing. So I'm not, immune from criticism on this thing at all either. But I'm usually pretty good at knowing what's going on around me and paying attention. Use discipline when you're in these parking lots, garages, intersections, just driving down the road. Be aware of what's going on. Be smart, and again, leave yourself an out, and you'll be a lot better off for it. And also learn to back into those parking spaces. It's a lot easier to pull out of a spot than to back out, especially in the dark. Anyway, I hope everybody's doing okay. We all got to stick together and keep learning from each other. Please like, share, and subscribe. I appreciate it. And I will always respond to comments. So keep prepping, stack it deep, long live the Republic.